Hello everyone, and welcome to my Mass Effect Legendary Edition Platinum Guide. Today marks the day we finally get started on our journey. So, with all that out of the way, let's go ahead and get started. Start new career.
Welcome to Alliance Military Database. Classified information requested. Establishing secure connection. Secure connection confirmed.
Alright, thanks to the poll that I put out and the few people that voted for it, we will be playing as Jane Shepard throughout this entirety of the journey. And feel free to make a custom Shepard if you want to. Just make sure that you have the following with yours. We're going to go ahead and do Earthborn, Soul Survivor, and Soldier. That is what we will be using through all three games. So again, you create your custom Shepard, just make sure you have these choices. Once you have that done, go ahead and continue.
Confirmed.
And the settings that we're going to be using is going to be combat difficulty normal, auto leveling up off, level scaling legendary mode, squad power usage none. This allows us to have manual control over our squad powers. Subtitles you can have on and off if you want. That's your choice. Autosave on and enable tutorials off because we're not really going to need them because I will be guiding you through as we progress. So once you have all that set up, go ahead and hit confirm and let's go.
Well, what about Shepard? Earthborn, but no record of her family.
Doesn't have one. She was raised on the streets, learned to look out for herself.
She saw her whole unit die on a cruise. She could have some serious emotional scars.
Every soldier has scars. Shepard's a survivor.
Is that the kind of person we want protecting the galaxy?
That's the only kind of person who can protect the galaxy.
I'll make the call.
Prime relays in range. Initiating transmission sequence.
Commander?
We are connected. Calculating transit mass and destination. The relay is hot. Acquiring approach vector. All stations secure for transit. Green. Approach run has begun. Hitting the relay in 3, 2, 1.
Thrusters? Check. Navigation? Check. Internal emission sync engaged. All systems online. Drift? Just under 1500K.
1500 is good. Your captain will be pleased.
I hate that guy.
Nihilus gave you a compliment. So you hate him.
You remember to zip up your jumpsuit on the way out of the bathroom? That's good. I just jumped us halfway across the galaxy and hit a target the size of a pinhead, so that's incredible. Besides, Spectres are trouble. I don't like having them on board. Call me paranoid.
You're paranoid. The Council helped fund this project. They have a right to send someone to keep an eye on their investment.
Yeah, that is the official story. But only an idiot believes the official story.
Alright, a general rule with the dialogue wheel in Mass Effect, and this will be true through all 3 games, is typically your upper right dialogue option is your Paragon choice, your central is neutral, and the bottom right is Renegade. Since we're going to be playing a Paragon, we want to stick to the upper right dialogue option. There will be other options on the left side, but we will cover those when we get to them.
They don't send Spectres on shakedown runs.
So there's more going on here than the captain's letting on.
Joker, status report.
Just cleared the mass relay, Captain. Stealth systems engaged. Everything looks solid.
Good. Find a comm buoy and link us into the network. I want mission reports relayed back to Alliance brass before we reach Eden Prime.
Aye, aye, Captain. Better brace yourself, sir. I think Nihilus is headed your way.
He's already here, Lieutenant. Tell Commander Shepard to meet me in the comm room for a debriefing.
You get that, Commander?
He sounds angry. Something must have gone wrong with the mission.
Captain always sounds like that when he's talking to me.
Can't possibly imagine why.
Alright, so you notice we got 2 Paragon points. Now, unfortunately, this doesn't happen for every single conversation, but in most cases, as long as you pick your Paragon choices, you will get Paragon points. So we're going to make our way back.
He marched by like he was on a mission.
He's a Spectre. They're always on a mission.
Feel free to talk to Navigator Presley if you want to learn more about him and his backstory. Make our way around. You speak to Dr. Chakwas if you wish to learn more about her, as we will be seeing her through all 3 games.
He wouldn't take orders from a Spectre.
Not his choice, Doc. Spectres don't answer.
Go ahead and talk to Nihilus.
Commander Shepard, I was hoping you'd get here first. It will give us a chance to talk.
So you'll notice this one is on the left side. This is your investigation option. Anytime there is options over here, typically it will allow you to get more context or more information based on the conversation that you're having.
The captain said he'd meet me here.
He's on his way. I'm interested in this world we're going to, Eden Prime. I've heard it's quite beautiful.
They say it's a paradise.
Yes, a paradise. Serene, tranquil, safe. Eden Prime has become something of a symbol for your people, hasn't it? Proof that humanity can not only establish colonies across the galaxy, but also protect them. But how safe is it really?
Do you know something?
Your people are still newcomers, Shepard. The galaxy can be a very dangerous place. Is the Alliance truly ready for this?
I think it's about time we told the commander what's really going on.
This mission is far more than a simple shakedown run.
I figured there was something you weren't telling us.
We're making a covert pickup on Eden Prime. That's why we needed the stealth systems operational.
So these are simple choices on how you want to respond to this.
What's the payload, Captain?
A research team on Eden Prime unearthed some kind of beacon during an excavation. It was Prothean.
I thought the Protheans vanished 50,000 years ago.
Their legacy still remains. The mass relays, the Citadel, our ship drives. It's all based on Prothean technology.
This is big, Shepard. The last time humanity made a discovery like this, it jumped our technology forward 200 years. But Eden Prime doesn't have the facilities to handle something like this. We need to bring the beacon back to the Citadel for proper study.
Obviously, this goes beyond mere human interests, Commander. This discovery could affect every species in Council space.
It never hurts to have a few extra hands on board.
The beacon's not the only reason I'm here, Shepard.
Nihilus wants to see you in action, Commander. He's here to evaluate you.
Guess that explains why I bump into him every time I turn around.
The Alliance has been pushing for this for a long time. Humanity wants a larger role in shaping interstellar policy. We want more say with the Citadel Council. The Spectres represent the Council's power and authority. If they accept a human into their ranks, it shows how far the Alliance has come.
Not many could have survived what you went through on Akuz. You showed a remarkable will to live, a particularly useful talent. That's why I put your name forward as a candidate for the Spectres.
I assume this is good for the Alliance.
Earth needs this, Shepard. We're counting on you.
I need to see your skills for myself, Commander. Eden Prime will be the first of several missions together.
You'll be in charge of the ground team. Secure the beacon and get it onto the ship ASAP. Nihilus will accompany you to observe the mission.
This is important before we move ahead. Go ahead and choose Investigate and select Protheans. This is a must. If you miss this, you will have to come back and do this again.
What do you know about the Protheans?
Just what they taught us in school. They were a technologically advanced species that ruled the galaxy 50,000 years ago. Then they vanished. Nobody really knows how or why, though I've heard plenty of theories. But everyone agrees galactic civilization wouldn't exist without them.
Their citadel is the very heart of galactic society, and without their mass relays, interstellar travel would be impossible. We all owe the Protheans a great debt.
Feel free to investigate more if you want to, but that's all we needed, so we're going to go ahead and hit I'm ready to go.
Just give the word, Captain.
We should be getting close to Eden.
Captain, we got a problem.
What's wrong, Joker?
Transmission from Eden Prime, sir. You better see this.
Bring it up on screen.
Get down!
We are under attack, taking heavy casualties. I repeat, heavy casualties. We can't get evac. They came out of nowhere. We need.
Everything cuts out after that. No comm traffic at all. Just goes dead. There's nothing.
Reverse and hold at 38.5. Status report.
17 minutes out, Captain. No other Alliance ships in the area.
Take us in, Joker, fast and quiet. This mission just got a lot more complicated.
A small strike team can move quickly, without drawing attention. It's our best chance to secure the beacon.
Grab your gear and meet us in the cargo hold. Tell Alenko and Jenkins to suit up, Commander. You're going in.
Engaging stealth systems. Somebody was doing some serious digging here, Captain.
Your team's the muscle in this operation, Commander. Go in heavy and head straight for the dig site.
What about survivors, Captain?
Helping survivors is a secondary objective. The beacon's your top priority.
Approaching drop point 1.
Nihilus, you're coming with us?
I move faster on my own.
Nihilus will scout out ahead. He'll feed you status reports throughout the mission. Otherwise, I want radio silence.
We've got his back, Captain.
The mission's yours now, Shepard. Good luck!
We are approaching drop point 2.
Ship perimeter secure, Commander.
Alright, so before we continue on, let's go ahead and double check something. Go to your Codex and make sure you have the entry Aliens, Extinct Races, Protheans.
50,000 years ago,
if you don't have this, you'll have to start over and make sure that you use your investigation dialogue option with Captain Anderson and ask him about the Protheans. This is the first missable Codex entry that we need to have to get a trophy. We also get the Council races Turians while we're here. Now, we have points to put into our squad, but we're not going to do that just yet. Instead, we're going to go ahead and move our way down. And we're going to go ahead and go out of our way.
What the hell are those?
Gas bags. Don't worry, they're harmless.
We're going to go ahead and unlock a trophy that I do find to be a little bit annoying because I don't typically do it. So what we're going to do is we're going to open up our menu. We're going to make a manual save here. And then we're going to walk up to each one of these gas bags, and depending on what controller you're using, Xbox is B, PlayStation is circle. Walk up and tap it to do a melee strike. You're going to do this with all 3 gas bags. So that's 3 enemies that you have defeated with melee. Now, we're going to load and load that manual save. And we're going to continue doing this until a trophy called Bruiser pops for defeating 100 enemies with melee strikes. Alright, we have unlocked the Bruiser trophy. The only reason why I recommend doing it this way, because it's the easiest way to do it, is a slight exploit. And I know that I said we won't be using them in the introduction video, but this is honestly the only one that I really use due to the fact that I don't really use melee attacks throughout the entirety of the game, because being up close and personal with an enemy can be pretty dangerous, especially when we get into insanity difficulty. So I use this to go ahead and get the melee ones out of the way. You can use this same trick for squad abilities or just any abilities in general that are tied to trophies. For example, biotic abilities like throw. But the only way this counts is you have to manually put it in yourself, which is why we turned squad power usage off. You have to manually put it in yourself for it to count towards the trophy. So, if your Shepherd is a biotic or any other class that has an ability that is tied to a trophy, you can use the same technique to do it, which it shouldn't take nearly as long because most ability-related trophies only require like 25. So, once you are done with that, we're going to go ahead and continue on.
Oh God, what happened here?
Alright, so before we continue, let's go ahead and go to our squad. And we do have a few points to put in. So for Shepherd, we're going to start with Assault Rifle. And then we're going to use the additional 2 points in Charm. And the reason for this is because we want to be able to have better bonuses when it comes to convincing people of things that we need them to do, or managing to talk information out of people. Next, we're going to go to Caden, and we're going to use his 2 points. First one's going to be in Decryption. And when it becomes available, we will be putting points in Electronics. This will help us be able to unlock cases and doors so that we can get to gear. Now, we will be having another character later that's also going to have this, but it'd be good that having 2 characters that could do the same thing, depending on how we want to group them up. So, we're going to use the additional point to put in Sentinel. So he has 1 throw, 2 decryption, and 1 sentinel. Now, sentinel's going to be a key ability for him. It will greatly reduce the cooldown time for his abilities, allowing him to spam them later. We're not going to worry about Jenkinsville because I think you know why. Now, one thing I will say, just starting out, I know we have points in Assault Rifle, but pistols are actually pretty good in Mass Effect 1, so just for now, we're going to stick to them. They have better control. shoot the drones. At this point, you can go ahead and start having Caden use his throw ability, so that way we can work towards the trophy. Investigate Jenkins.
Rip right through his shields. We're out of chance.
We'll see that he receives a proper service once the mission is complete. But I need you to stay focused.
Aye, aye, ma'am.
We have a couple of gas bags. If Caden's throw is off cooldown, go ahead and use it. But trust me, we will have plenty of opportunities to use abilities as we progress through the game.
I've got some burned out buildings here, Shepard. A lot of bodies. I'm gonna check it out. I'll try to catch up with you at the dig site.
At this point, it could be a good idea to go ahead and either switch to your sniper rifle or assault rifle on Shepard. Move up, staying behind cover.
Thanks for your help, Commander. I didn't think I was going to make it.
Talk to Ashley.
Gunnery Chief Ashley Williams of the 212. You the one in charge here, ma'am?
Are you wounded, Williams?
A few scrapes and burns. Nothing serious. The others weren't so lucky. Oh, man. We were patrolling the perimeter when the attack hit. We tried to get off a distress call, but they cut off our communications. I've been fighting for my life ever since.
Any idea what kind of enemy we're facing?
I think they're Geth.
The Geth haven't been seen outside the Veil in nearly 200 years. Why are they here now?
They must have come for the beacon. The dig site is close, just over that rise. It might still be there.
We could use your help, Williams.
Aye, aye, ma'am. It's time for payback.
This is important. Use investigate and ask her about the Geth.
What else do you know about the Geth?
Just what I remember from history class back in school. They're synthetics, non-organic life forms with limited AI programming, created by the Quarians a few centuries ago. They were supposed to be a source of cheap labor, but ended up turning on the Quarians and drove them into exile. Well, after that, they just kind of disappeared behind the Perseus Veil. Nobody's really heard much from them since.
Move out!
All right, let's go to our codex. Non-council races.
The Geth are a humanoid race of networked AIs.
Make sure you have that. And Ashley will have 2 points available. Now, we're not gonna be investing in her too much, but just to kind of help us out, we're gonna go ahead and dump both points into assault rifles to help her get a little bit more damage going until we finish this mission. There are containers over here on the right side.
The far end of this trench.
radioactive rounds, and anti-personnel rounds. Take all. Open the crate. Scorpion light armor human. If you want, we'll go ahead and check that and see if it's an upgrade for Caden. Scroll over to the armor menu, and you'll notice that yes, it is an upgrade for him. So we're going to go ahead and equip him with the Scorpion 1 armor. Now, when using abilities, as long as you can see the target, when you select an ability, regardless of where your squad mate is standing, typically they will be able to hit the target as long as you see it and you put in the command. If you can't see the target, it's not going to work.
This is the dig site. The beacon was right here. It must have been moved.
By who? Our side or the Geth?
Hard to say. Maybe we'll know more after we check out the research camp.
You think anyone got out of here alive?
If they were lucky. Maybe hiding up in the camp. It's just on the top of this ridge, up the ramps.
Change of plans, Shepard. There's a small spaceport up ahead.
Striker Pistol 1, Sniper Rifle Reaper 1.
Check it out.
And we have leveled up, so let's go ahead and look into that. For squad, Shepard now has 6 points and more availability in her point trees, so we're going to go ahead and drop in 2 points into Assault Rifle, 3 points into Combat Armor, and 1 point into Charm. Caden, we're going to go ahead and drop 2 points into Decryption. Electronics are now unlocked, so we're going to go ahead and invest in that too. Put 1 point into that, and then drop 1 point into Sentinel. Ashley, we're going to go ahead and do the same thing. We're going to do Assault Rifle, and then we're going to do Assault Training. All right, so now we're going to make our way around to the right here and up the hill.
Looks like they hit the camp hard.
It's a good place for an ambush. Keep your guard up. Oh god, they're still alive!
What did the Geth do to them?
Once the enemies are clear, we're going to move our way up. We're going to switch to Caden real quick, and we're going to check if you got the Striker 1 pistol. It does do more damage, so we're going to go ahead and give that to him. And for the Sniper Rifle, we'll go ahead and give that to Shepard. Scimitar Shotgun, Banshee 1 Assault Rifle, and Sniper Rifle Hammer 1. Pick up some Omni Gel. Now, we're going to move over to the right side shed.
That door, it's closed.
Easy decryption. With Caden's level, we should be able to have this no problem. So begin manual override. And before the time runs out, just simply move your arrow without hitting the red markers, obviously, or the orange. And the way to do that is to press A. You just maneuver with your left stick to get the arrow positioned where you want it to go into a clear path. Hit A to progress 1 notch until you reach the center. With that done, open the door.
Humans, thank the Maker.
Hurry, close the door before they come back.
Don't worry, we'll protect you.
Thank you. I think we'll be okay now. It looks like everyone's gone.
You're Dr. Warren, the one in charge of the excavation. Do you know what happened to the beacon?
It was moved to the spaceport this morning. Manuel and I stayed behind to help pack up the camp. When the attack came, the Marines held them off long enough for us to hide. They gave their lives to save us.
No one is saved. The age of humanity is ended. Soon, only ruin and corpses will remain.
What's wrong with your assistant?
Manuel has a brilliant mind, but he's always been a bit unstable. Genius and madness are two sides of the same coin.
Is it madness to see the future? To see the destruction rushing towards us? To understand there is no escape? No hope? No. I am not mad. I'm the only sane one left.
I gave him an extra dose of his meds after the attack.
Can you tell me anything about the beacon?
It's some type of data module from a galaxy-wide communications network. Remarkably well preserved. It could be the greatest scientific discovery of our lifetime. Miraculous new technologies, groundbreaking medical advances. Who knows what secrets are locked inside?
We have unearthed the heart of evil, awakened the beast, unleashed the darkness.
Manuel, please. This isn't the time.
Williams, take us to the spaceport.
You can't stop it. Nobody can stop it. Night is falling. The darkness of eternity.
Hush, Manuel. Go lie down. You'll feel better once the medication kicks in.
2 additional Paragon points.
Saren.
Nihilus.
This isn't your mission, Saren. What are you doing here?
The Council thought you could use some help on this one.
I wasn't expecting to find the Geth here. The situation's bad.
Don't worry. I've got it under control.
What is that? Off in the distance.
It's a ship. Look at the size of it.
Alright, so progressing forward, go ahead and switch to your sniper rifle. This will be a good spot to use it. Just make sure with your sniper rifle you don't pull the trigger too fast because these things do overheat really quickly. Once all the enemies are clear, go ahead and make your way to the shed on the right. It has easy decryption, so we should be able to get it open.
Everybody stay calm out there. We're coming out, we're not armed. Is it safe? Are they gone?
You're okay now. Nobody's gonna hurt you.
Those things were crawling all around the shed. They would have found us for sure. We owe you our lives.
I still can't believe it. When we saw that ship, I thought it was all over.
It showed up right before the attack. Knew it was trouble the second I saw it, so we made a break for the sheds.
Investigate. You want to ask all the questions you can, because these guys do have something that we can get.
Tell me everything you remember about the attack.
The three of us were working the crops when that ship showed up. We just saw it and ran. I don't know what happened to the rest of the crew.
They were by the garage, over near the spaceport, right where that ship came down. No way they survived.
You don't know that. We survived. If they made it to the garage, they could have had a fighting chance.
Do you know anything about the Prothean beacon they dug up?
We're just farmers. We heard they found something out there, but it never really mattered to us. Not until now.
What else can you tell me about the ship you saw?
I was too busy running to get a clear look at it. I think it landed over near the spaceport.
Tell them about the noise, Cole. That awful noise.
It was emitting some kind of signal as it descended. It sounded like the shriek of the damned. Only it was coming from inside your own head.
It was probably trying to block communications.
Whatever it was, felt like it was tearing right through my skull. Almost made it impossible to think.
So when you say goodbye, additional dialogue will trigger.
I have to go.
Hey, Cole, we're just a bunch of farmers. These guys are soldiers. Maybe we should give them the stuff.
Jeez, Blake, you gotta learn when to shut up.
You have something to tell me, Cole?
Some guys at the spaceport were running a small smuggling ring, nothing major. In exchange for a cut of the profits, we let them store packages in our sheds.
You're breaking the law, Cole.
We're not hurting anybody. Hell, most of the time I don't even know what's in the packages. Just thought there might be something we could use. I found a pistol. Figured it would come in handy if those things came back. But you'll probably get more use out of it than we will.
So this is where our Paragon and Renegade points come into play. If you have enough, you will notice that the Paragon option, the blue highlighted text on the upper left, will be available, whereas the Renegade option on the bottom left is not. As long as this is available, which if you have been following me so far, you should have enough for this. So go ahead and choose, is that all?
We're risking our lives to save this colony. You sure there's nothing else in here that could help us out?
Yeah, there's one more thing. I was gonna sell it after this was over, but you probably deserve it more than I do.
Who's your contact at the spaceport, Cole? What's his name?
He's not a bad guy. I don't want to get him in trouble. Besides, I'm not a snitch.
Again, this one is a slightly more difficult check. As long as you have enough points, which you should, go ahead and choose the second He May Know Something Paragon option. This will allow us to get more equipment for free.
He might have something to do with this whole attack, Cole. We need his name. It's important.
Yeah, okay, you're right. His name's Powell. Works the docks at the spaceport if he's still alive.
I have to go.
Good luck.
We got a Stinger 2 pistol and Combat Sensor 1 weapon upgrade. So we're going to go ahead and check that pistol. First, we're going to go to Caden and see if it's an upgrade for him. Stinger 2 pistol is an upgrade, so we will give it to him. And then we're going to go back to Shepard. And we're going to go ahead and give her the Striker 1 pistol. Just know that the Striker 1 pistol does have less accuracy and less heat sink, which means if you spam shoot the weapon, it will overheat faster than the starter pistol. But the extra damage could come in handy. We're going to make our way around. And we're going to find Nihilus.
Commander.
With the medical kit on the right side. We get another additional Medigel. On the right side here, you'll notice a upgrade kit. Hammerhead rounds 1, radioactive rounds 1. So before we continue, let's go ahead and check out the upgrades that we have. So since we're going to be mainly using our assault rifle and sniper rifle with Shepard, go ahead and hit square or X, depending on what controller you're using. And as long as you have it, go ahead and select radioactive rounds. And use Combat Sensor 1 to avoid any jamming technology, which the Geth typically do have. This will allow us to still be able to use our minimap and see where they're at in case they do use their jamming technology. So, investigate Nihilus.
A Turian? You know him?
He's a Spectre. He was with us at the moment.
Something's moving, over behind those crates.
Wait! Don't shoot! I'm one of you! I'm human!
Sneaking up on us like that nearly got you killed.
I'm sorry, I was hiding from those creatures. My name's Powell. I saw what happened to that Turian. The other one shot him.
I need to know how Nihilus died.
The other one got here first. He was waiting when your friend showed up. He called him Saren. I think they knew each other. Your friend seemed to relax. He let his guard down. And Saren killed him. Shot him right in the back. I'm just lucky he didn't see me behind the crates.
We were told a Prothean beacon was brought to the spaceport. What happened to it?
It's over on the other platform, probably where that guy Saren was headed. He hopped on the cargo train right after he killed your friend. I knew that beacon was trouble. Everything's gone to hell since we found it. First that damn mothership showed up, then the attack. They killed everyone. Everyone! If I hadn't been behind the crates, I'd be dead too.
How come you're the only one who survived? Why didn't anyone else try to hide behind the crates?
They never had a chance. I was already behind the crates when the attack started.
Wait a minute. You were hiding behind the crates before the attack?
Sometimes I need a nap to get through my shift. I sneak off behind the crates to grab 40 winks where the supervisor can't find me.
You survived because you're lazy?
If you hadn't snuck off for that nap, you'd probably be dead just like all the others.
Yeah, I guess. I don't really want to think about it.
You're Cole's contact here on the docks, for the smuggling ring.
What? No! I mean, what does it matter now? So I'm a smuggler, who cares? My supervisor's dead, the entire crew's dead. Doesn't matter now, does it?
Anything hidden nearby that we could use against the Geth?
A shipment of grenades came through last week. Nobody notices if a few small pieces go missing from the military orders.
You greedy son of a bitch! We're out here trying to protect your sorry ass, and all you can think about is how you can rip us off?
I never thought you'd actually need those grenades. Who'd want to attack Eden Prime? We're just a bunch of farmers. How was I supposed to know?
Just give me the grenades.
They're yours. Take them. My smuggling days are over, I swear.
Again, if you have enough Paragon points, you will have this option available, so go ahead and use it.
A lot of Marines died here, Powell. Those grenades could have come in handy. If I were you, I'd think of some way to make it up to them.
Yeah, okay. There is something else I was saving. Could be worth a fortune. Experimental technology, top of the line. Take it. I don't need it. I didn't want anyone to get hurt. Really, I'm sorry.
We need to find that beacon before it's too late.
Take the cargo train. That's where the other Turian went. I can't stay here. I need to get away from all this.
High explosive 1 grenade. So we will go ahead and switch to equipment. Shepherd. And on the grenades, if you hit square or X, you can equip the module High Explosive. This does plus 10% damage, plus 50 centimeter radius, plus 10% weapon force. Now we will have Geth attacking us. For more control, go ahead and switch back to your Lancer. Now, the Geth will be hiding behind cover a lot during this encounter, so if you want, you can actually rush ahead a little bit. But if you start taking a lot of damage, duck behind some cover. You'll notice this red thing, it just launched out. That is a grenade or pulse energy blast. If it hits you, it will blow you back. So if you see it, step aside. So those big Geth chargers will try to run up and melee you if you're not careful, but at range they launch a big pulse charge attack. So one thing I want to go ahead and point out really quickly that I just realized is that weapons and armor loot in this game may not be the same as mine. As a matter of fact, I can guarantee you it's not going to be the same as mine. So here is going to be the general rule as far as weapons and equipment. If it is an upgrade for any of your characters that you're using, go ahead and equip it. Because the higher damage or the higher armor that they have, the better. But when it comes to modules and late game armor and weapons, we will all be getting the same by the end of it. So just for now, don't worry about if your stuff doesn't match with mine, just equip whatever is an upgrade for you. And if you need to heal, use a Medigel, use Y on Xbox or triangle on PlayStation.
Set the charges. Destroy the entire colony. Leave no evidence that we were here.
Demolition charges. The Geth must have planted them.
So notice the charges here and the flag pips on the minimap. Just walk up and press A. Takes a little bit of time. If you are hit, it will stop the timer. You will have to try again to make your way up the ramp. And then go right. If need be, switch to your sniper rifle. this will be the final one here. That's done. Now we just need to clear out the rest of the Geth. There's a crate right here on the right. There will be husks rushing you, so be on the lookout for those. So you'll notice that husk just burst with energy whenever it was defeated. If you are standing within range of that whenever it happens, you can take damage from it, so be careful of that. Don't let them get too close. So now there's a couple of lockers and crates around here that we can loot. So over here is a storage locker with easy decryption. Once you've looted all that, then go ahead and investigate the Prothean beacon.
Normandy, the beacon is secure.
This is amazing. Actual working Prothean technology. Unbelievable.
It wasn't doing anything like that when they dug it up.
Something must have activated it.
Roger, Normandy. Standing by.
No, don't touch it. It's too...
We identified the ship that touched down on Eden Prime, the Normandy, a human alliance vessel. It was under the command of Captain Anderson. They managed to save the colony.
And the beacon.
One of the humans may have used it.
Doctor? Dr. Chakwas. I think she's waking up.
You had us worried there, Shepard. How are you feeling?
Minor throbbing. Nothing serious. How long was I out?
About 15 hours. Something happened down there with the beacon, I think.
It's my fault. I must have triggered some kind of security field when I approached it. You had to push me out of the way.
You had no way to know what would happen.
Actually, we don't even know if that's what set it off. Unfortunately, we'll never get the chance to find out.
The beacon exploded. A system overload, maybe. And the blast knocked you cold. Williams and I had to carry you back here to the ship.
I appreciate it.
Physically, you're fine. But I detected some unusual brain activity. Abnormal beta waves. I also noticed an increase in your rapid eye movement. Signs typically associated with intense dreaming.
I saw... I'm not sure what I saw. Death, destruction... Nothing's really clear.
I better add this to my report. It may... Oh, Captain Anderson.
How's our XO holding up, Doctor?
Well, all the readings look normal. I'd say the commander's going to be fine.
Glad to hear it. Shepard, I need to speak with you. In private.
Aye, Captain. I'll be in the mess if you need me.
Sounds like that beacon hit you pretty hard, Commander. Are you sure you're okay?
I don't like soldiers dying under my command.
Jenkins wasn't your fault. You did a good job, Shepard.
You said you needed to see me in private, Captain?
I won't lie to you, Shepard. Things look bad. Nihilus is dead. The beacon was destroyed and Geth are invading. The Council's going to want answers.
I didn't do anything wrong, Captain. Hopefully the Council can see that.
I'll stand behind you and your report, Shepard. You're a damned hero in my books. That's not why I'm here. It's Saren, that other Turian. Saren's a Spectre, one of the best, a living legend. But if he's working with the Geth, it means he's gone rogue. A rogue Spectre's trouble. Saren's dangerous, and he hates humans.
Why?
He thinks we're growing too fast, taking over the galaxy. A lot of aliens think that way. Most of them don't do anything about it. But Saren has allied himself with the Geth. I don't know how, I don't know why. I only know it had something to do with that beacon. You were there just before that beacon self-destructed. Did you see anything? Any clue that might tell us what Saren was after?
Just before I lost consciousness, I had some kind of vision.
A vision? A vision of what?
I saw synthetics. Geth, maybe. Slaughtering people. Butchering them.
We need to report this to the Council, Shepard.
What are we gonna tell them? I had a bad dream?
We don't know what information was stored in that beacon. Lost Prothean technology? Blueprints for some ancient weapon of mass destruction? Whatever it was. Saren took it. But I know Saren. I know his reputation is politics. He believes humans are a blight on the galaxy. This attack was an act of war. He has the secrets from the beacon. He has an army of Geth at his command, and he won't stop until he's wiped humanity from the face of the galaxy.
I'll find some way to take him down.
It's not that easy. He's a Spectre. He can go anywhere, do almost anything. That's why we need the Council on our side.
We prove Saren's gone rogue and the Council will revoke his Spectre status.
I'll contact the Ambassador and see if he can get us an audience with the Council. He'll want to see us as soon as we reach the Citadel. We should be getting close. Head up to the bridge and tell Joker to bring us into dock.
All right, so just over here off to the side, we can replenish our Medigel. Remember this, we can do this to refill our Medigel after every mission. So if you use any, this is where you can restore it. So get to know this med bay. It's just right here on the right side of the mess hall. Now, while we're here, we can go ahead and talk to Ashley and Kaidan if we want to learn more about them and begin building a relationship with them, but we're only going to do that with Kaidan. So let's go ahead and talk to Kaidan.
Commander, I'm glad to see you're okay. Losing Jenkins was hard on the crew, and I'm glad we didn't lose you too.
Now, when building a relationship with a character, you'll notice that there are left side dialogue options. This will allow us to expand the conversation, which is what we want to do.
Things were pretty rough down there.
Yeah, you never get used to seeing dead civilians. It doesn't seem right somehow. But at least you stopped Saren from wiping out the whole colony.
I couldn't have done it without you.
We're Marines. We stick together. And I'm just sorry that we lost Jenkins.
Yeah, I wish I could have done something to save him.
I was there. You did everything right. It was just bad luck. It's been a hell of a shakedown, Cruz. Our first mission ends with one Spectre killing another. The Citadel Council's not gonna be happy about that. Probably use it to lever more concessions out of the Alliance.
You've got a good grasp of the situation. You a career man?
Yeah, a lot of biotics are. We're not restricted, but we sure don't go undocumented. May as well get a paycheck for it. Besides, my father served. I made him proud when I enlisted. Eventually. But is that why you're here? Because of your family?
I never met my parents. If they wanted to see me, they'd have contacted me after that mess a few years back.
Oh, that's right, a cruise. I imagine that bought you any post in the fleet. Word is we're heading for the Citadel, ma'am. Can you, tell me why?
The captain hopes the ambassador can get an audience with the council. Tell them what Saren's been up to.
Makes sense. They'd probably like to know he's not working for them anymore. Whatever happens, we'll be ready, Commander.
All right, so we got additional Paragon points, and we have established our first steps in building a relationship with Kaidan. So, with that done, we're going to go ahead and we're going to go up the stairs here past the elevator. And we're going to make our way to the bridge. Talk to Joker.
Good timing, Commander. I was just about to bring us into the Citadel. See that taxpayer money at work.
Flagship of the Citadel fleet.
Well, size isn't everything.
Why so touchy, Joker?
I'm just saying you need firepower, too.
Look at that monster. Its main gun could rip through the barriers in any ship in the Alliance fleet.
Good thing it's on our side, then.
Citadel Control, this is SSV Normandy, requesting permission to land.
Stand by for clearance, Normandy. Clearance granted. You may begin your approach. Transferring you to an Alliance operator.
Roger, Alliance Tower. Normandy out.
Normandy, this is Alliance Tower. Please proceed to Dock 422.
This is an outrage! The Council would step in if the Geth attacked a Turian colony?
The Turians don't found colonies on the borders of the Terminus systems, Ambassador.
Humanity was well aware of the risks when you went into the Traverse.
What about Saren? You can't just ignore a rogue Spectre. I demand action!
You don't get to make demands of the Council, Ambassador.
Citadel Security is investigating your charges against Saren. We will discuss the CSEC findings at the hearing, not before.
Captain Anderson, I see you brought half your crew with you.
Just the ground team from Eden Prime, in case you had any questions.
I have the mission reports. I assume they're accurate?
They are. Sounds like you convinced the Council to give us an audience.
They were not happy about it. Saren's their top agent. They don't like him being accused of treason.
Saren's a threat to every human colony out there. He needs to be stopped. The Council has to listen to us.
Settle down, Commander. You've already done more than enough to jeopardize your candidacy for the Spectres. The mission on Eden Prime was a chance to prove you could get the job done. Instead, Nihilus ended up dead and the beacon was destroyed.
That's Saren's fault, not hers.
Then we better hope the CSEC investigation turns up evidence to support our accusations. Otherwise, the Council might use this as an excuse to keep you out of the Spectres. Come with me, Captain. I want to go over a few things before the hearing. Shepard, you and the others can meet us at the Citadel Tower, top level. I'll make sure you have clearance to get in.
And that's why I hate politicians.
All right. So we are now on the Citadel, and that's going to have to do it for this episode. If you have made it this far, hopefully this guide is helping you out. And please be sure to leave a like and a comment. And as always, I will see you all in the next video. Be sure to save your game. And have a good one.